Hey everybody, we have a new website. It's www.superliveadventure.com. You're going to want to check that out for past episodes, calendar of upcoming events, plus links to everything that we're doing online and where all the kids hang out on the internet. Yeah. Instagrams and
on the line where the kids hang out.
We got Twitters and stuff. Check it out.
Bedazzled jackets. Welcome to the Super Live Adventure podcast. This is the second installment of a three-part show. Recorded live
at Full Cup. Yeah, let's do it together.
June 18th, 2013.
Hi, I'm John Saluga, everybody.
I'm Chris Sorrentino.
And today on the show, we have Evan Dorkin.
Yes! Oh, I can't believe we got him. I still can't believe we got him as a guest. I've been dreaming of talking to this guy for 4 hours my whole life. But we did. I'm not even kidding. We did.
He was so great. And before we talk about Evan, very quickly, listen to the last episode if you didn't. We talked with Joey Patches on that same night.
Yeah.
When Evan comes on, he immediately starts talking about what just happened.
References the shit out of that episode.
Yeah, check out the last show. It's called A 7-Minute Story. Evan Dorkin is a comic book writer and artist. He's also written for television. Chris, real quick, what has he done?
Milk and Cheese, Dark, Beast of Burdens, Hectic Planet.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast, Superman, Batman, Yo Gabba Gabba. I mean, the guy's had an amazing career, and he really opens up with us over the course of 2 episodes.
Amazing interview.
So enjoy the first part of our conversation with Evan Dorkin.
Yes. Hug a bunch.
Are you ready to bring up our last guest for the evening?
Oh my God, yes.
This is exciting. I'm happy to have
This is very exciting. I've seriously been in love.
His head. I love how self-depreciating.
I've been in love with his work my whole teenage to adult life, like since I discovered him in my realm of like, oh my God, look at this. Like, look what this guy is doing. He lives on Staten Island too. I cannot fucking believe this. Seriously, we are very proud and very pleased to welcome Mr. Evan Dorkin.
Evan Dorkin, everybody. Give it up.
On the microphone.
Woo!
Oh, thank you so much for doing our show, first off.
Thank you.
This is really...
I feel like a moron. I mean, Mr. Patches had a really interesting story.
Do you have any stories of weird letters,
not.
cryptic
Mr.
letters in the mail?
He said he at one point he dropped that he's 16 when this happened. When I was 16, he had a girlfriend and he had a mystery Nazi broad sending him shit. And I'm like, when I was 16, I was hanging out with like 4 guys playing D&D and making my saving throw against suicide every week, you know? It was like disgusting.
Wait, but seriously,
he had 2 women. He had a phantom woman and he had a real controlling.
Yeah, there
crazy.
were multiple.
And I like the idea that when you're 16, there's a woman.
Yeah.
He said there's a woman.
There's
like,
pussy here.
Please, my ears are not garbage cans. I mean, honestly.
But seriously.
But that was a good story, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta follow it up with what?
But wait, speaking of what you just said, like I'm 16, I'm hanging out with 4 guys,
Pittsburgh and shit. Like,
wait, I'm 16, I'm hanging with 4 guys that always made me wonder. No, I'm quoting what you said.
So you were divorced? You got divorced?
Yeah.
You fucked up.
Yeah,
you picked rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, but my life now is good.
Oh, I can tell how drunk you are. Yeah.
It worked
You've been
out.
pounding them back in a mason jar.
That marriage almost doesn't count.
No, it doesn't. It was very quick.
Young, and it was you got a package.
No, I wasn't young. I was like 28.
You got a package with a DVD of a kung fu movie and a. So who put the other guy up, the drug addict, up to the thing with the? Was he real?
Yeah, apparently.
So the whole thing's real as far as you're concerned.
Apparently, he got the
somehow
letter
this
too.
ties into the Elders of Zion and Jack Kirby and shit and.
Yeah, Illuminati, all that bullshit.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this story was actually really good, but so I'm like, Christ, I got to make something up.
No. I wanted to ask you though. You seriously? You're talking about being 16, hanging with 4 friends.
Five.
Hanging with 5 friends.
4.5.
In the pilot for Welcome to Eltingville, And not even that, just the comic, the Eltingville Club.
Yeah.
Bill Dickey.
Yeah.
Was that you?
No, sort of. Everybody in that comic is based on is a
Like aspects of you?
yeah. There's some sort of a little bit. That was good. There's burping in the audience. I couldn't even. Joey Patches brought in like 80 people. I brought in like nobody. I feel like a complete.
That's what you just signed somebody's book. What are you talking about?
You're signing
He's selling it on eBay for $3.
You were the first. You were definitely the first guest to sign an autograph before coming on the
Guy's
stage.
drunk. He's a drug addict. He's a mess. He's a Nazi phantom girl.
He's selling it for drugs.
He's going to work the maze tomorrow.
How else is he getting his drugs? He needs to sell Evan Dorkin autographs.
I don't know.
It's the guy who did milk and cheese.
Everybody
I swear.
everybody in Eltingville is based on people I knew, either working at Jim Hanley's Universe or the other comic stores I worked at. People I knew from fandom, people I knew from comics, myself. It's like a mash note wrapped around a pipe bomb.
What made you choose Eltingville? Because honestly, I figured...
I worked there.
All right, because that's where the first Jim Hanley's was.
Yeah.
Because I live in Great Kills, but on the border of Eltingville.
I'll tell you.
And everybody now, they're like Guido douchebags. Like, you don't see those kids anymore.
I've been living on Staten Island since I'm 13. I'm 48 now, and I still don't know the neighborhoods out here. I don't know. I don't know a fucking thing about this borough, except I hate it with
You
all
don't ride the
passion.
train then?
No, I rode the train. I rode
They
the train
announce
drunk and rode it back the other way. I mean, one train. It's like fucking the West.
They announce every fucking stop on
but
the
you know
train.
what?
Hey, Old Town,
But there's
Grasmere.
a
Some
ridiculous
old-
amount of like different named towns for an
The
area
town
that's
I
not
live
that
in
big.
has 3 names. It's
Yeah.
bullshit
But
name, trying to sell real estate name, and get killed name. You know.
I've been.
Aquahanga. That's what it should all be
get your
named.
throat
Aquahanga.
slit.
What was the town? I have a T-shirt with almost every Staten Island town on it, and like
It was like one of those like a sandy relief shirts.
Who hates you enough to give you that? Grandpa?
He bought it.
I bought it.
No, it's one of those like, hey, sandy relief, and I looked at it.
Yeah. Just give him $10. Don't take the shirt.
Dude, I walked in, I saw a shirt, I said, "Where's Aerochar?" And you're
Yeah, I didn't even know what that was.
Like,
That's a fish.
It's over by South
Right?
Park.
Aerochar is a fish. According to Animal Crossing, it's a fish.
He immediately found the one missing town from my T-shirt that I
One
never
geek
heard
is
of.
laughing at the
I am
Animal Crossing
Staten
thing.
Island. I am
Fuck
all Staten Island.
Fuck it.
But that was an Animal Crossing reference.
It's like
really.
Jersey lost a crap game and
Yeah.
New York got it.
But I have to wonder because I have a love-hate relationship with it. But obviously, like you've been here a long time.
I'm old, yeah.
You don't hide the fact that you're from Staten Island.
Nope, I want somebody to come and kill me. I can't afford to get the fuck out of here. And,
Somebody grab Dennis.
They got a White Castle like 10 years after I really needed it. So I don't give a shit about Staten Island, you know? I mean, sorry, nothing personal.
Yeah, no, and
But we just got a Target.
Yeah, we did get a Target. I know. I went into that Christmas store once, and it was like shoot him in the head. You know, it was like what the fuck?
No,
is
I
this
know.
Store?
Why did they call it a Christmas tree shop? It's
There's
so
no
fucking
Christmas
weird
trees
to
in
me.
But you were like my mom today. My mother,
Tarjay. I'm going to Tarjay.
my wife collects crabs.
And she gets them from your
Other men.
crotch?
No, other men. He's clean.
What is this? How do you know?
She gets them from me, my mother, and now
You
Chris.
really want to know?
Chris today gave my wife like a cheese
I
knife
gave his wife crabs.
with a crab, like it was like in the shape of a crab from the Christmas tree store.
Cheese?
Yeah.
No, a cheese knife. You know, with a cheese
Oh,
plate.
a knife.
Yeah.
But it has a crab on the other end.
Nope. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. That is low rent.
That's what Chris did.
Now, who gave you this? The
Chris-
person who got
I
you the
did.
shirt? You
No,
gave
I
this
did.
to him.
No, I didn't get him no fucking shirt.
Watch your mouth.
Chris gave my wife a cheese knife with
Now,
a
is
crab
this some
on
sort
it.
of Freudian thing? A knife penetrates, and a crab, I don't know what the fuck, but it's dirty, right?
What about the cheese? It's a
Why
cheese
did you give
plate.
his wife? Why do you hate women?
My wife collects crabs.
I don't hate them. They're just so easy to beat.
You sucked the air out of this.
That just
joint. That was pretty good.
were.
Yeah, nice.
All right, so you are not.
Now let's get off the beating women.
Well, you're
thing.
not a lover of Staten Island.
I don't really like any place, but I mean,
That's-
there's people there. I mean, you know, nothing against them, but they suck.
Yeah. I'm.
Sorry. I mean,
Maybe this is milk and cheese, Evan Dorkin. Like this is.
Harder. I don't know anything about that.
Hey, watch your mouth now. Watch your mouth now.
I didn't use one curse word.
Whoa.
Nothing I could say in front of my.
Whoa.
I could say all those words in front of my daughter.
It's true.
You were the one talking about Barney Rubble and the. And I have
Rubble
heard
and
of them.
Snubble?
Yeah, not that I want to
They're not that bad of a band. They're
What was it called?
Yeah, classy outfit. Yeah.
What was it? Barney Rubble and the.
Barney Rubble and the Console. They're better than. They beat out Gigi Allen. You gotta give them that at least.
What does that mean? What is it? Gigi Allen beat out Gigi Allen. I mean, fucking shit. I'm just cursing now. That's great. Yeah. No jokes. Just fucking.
Watch your mouth.
I know.
Watch your mouth, Dorkin.
I grew up in Brooklyn and Staten Island. You can't.
Wait, when did you move to Staten Island?
13 when I was 13. Math. You're making me do math. I went to public school.
That's right.
What the fuck?
I'll give you some paper. You do some long division.
78. You know.
I want to see the work.
Battlestar Galactica, I think, came out when I moved out here.
You
Lord
moved
of the
to-
Rings was out when I
You moved to
out here.
Staten
Star
Island
Wars.
during Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
All right.
The only way I know how to tell time as a kid was by what was on television.
That's fucking sad because I feel the same way. I
Odd
know.
Couples on. I got to start getting ready to go to bed. Honeymoon. If the U.S. Farm Report's on,
Yeah.
I'm fucked. It's 5:30 in the morning.
No, I'm the
yeah.
same. I'm the same fucking way. When did I get laid? Oh, it was Mallrats. I remember
I'm like that with my parents' divorce.
Yes.
I remember like.
Holy shit.
That was I took that girl to a date.
To a date. Took the girl to a date.
I took her to
And then
Mallrats.
we ate a food. And then we had a fucking. And it was an ugliness.
You know,
I got a
But
disease.
yeah, I moved out here. There were, there was no giant there was I didn't know anybody, so I just went to the movies every Saturday and Sunday. Whatever was playing, I sat through twice. That's how sad my life was. It was disgusting. And 3 years later, that guy's getting interesting mail from Nazis, and I was, sad.
but you're here, so you've been here a long time. So you moved here with your family, obviously, and then
those fucks, yeah.
and then you because I left briefly. I lived in Maine for a few months and then came. I've been on Staten Island for a long time, and
I've never left.
It's a love-hate relationship.
It's a place to live your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, as far as hating people,
I don't hate people.
I have to ask you this: how angry are you?
I'm not. Why do you ask that?
I asked that because of Milk and Cheese.
Because we've read your comic books.
Yeah.
How angry are you?
Anybody doing comic books is fucked up and angry. I mean, they're doing comic books. I mean, if they had any kind of social skills, they'd try doing.
No, but I mean in
something
terms of
proper.
like milk and cheese, though.
Yes. What about it?
In terms of milk and
drunk,
cheese,
so I don't give
is
a-
that is that basically your id? Is that your angriness?
No, because I mean they beat up babies. I don't have a problem with babies. Babies are just assholes in training. They haven't done anything wrong yet.
Is it weird
So
that
anybody, a character
Right.
kicking a baby, I'm not necessarily. Use your words. Use your inside words. Use your words. What it's called? What is this called?
a mason jar
And what do you put in it?
drink gin and tonic?
And you'd like one, right?
Yes, please.
Come on, grow.
I'm pointing it
How
out
old
to
are
him.
you? How old are you?
35.
Come on, that's depressing. I realize you're a drug addict. and
Will
you're-
you please change my diaper after
No,
the show?
absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
I need
But
somebody. I will wah very loud if you
listen-
don't.
I listened to the first part of the show and I realized you're a drug addict, number one. I realized that Ariel, the mermaid, is your ideal.
That's true. Yeah.
Who was modeled after Alyssa Milano? I just found out.
Really?
Did you know that? Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Double
Yeah.
wank tonight, fam.
But wait. She's
that's two hands.
But she's
for
not
that
a
one.
she's not a
that's
redhead.
all hands on deck. For
She
that
is
one.
not a red.
But
All
her
hands
face-
on deck. I like.
Oh, you got it. Thank you. I'm sorry. Really, Joey, whatever, Shambles. What was his name?
Oh, shambles.
He had a much better Patches, story.
but I like Joey Shambles a lot more.
Shambles?
Shambles is great.
Thank you, Dennis.
I think we can
How are
officially.
you guys getting home? Because
name
you're
is-
drunker than I am.
Oh, I'm gonna drive Chris home.
Ooh.
And
I'm gonna read the advance. It'll be "It's good news."
It's not bad.
Comedians die in fiery crash.
I work the brake. and he works the
Comedians, you
gas.
flatter
It's
us.
not bad.
Flatter everyone. Flatulence. Yeah. Anyway,
No, but I
I'm
asked-
not that angry. I used to be very angry.
Well, the reason I ask about it because
Sullen teen.
I
do
can tell
com-
if you follow your work, you were definitely angrier when you were younger. you know, and then it comes, and you know, fatherhood and everything. You're not as angry.
I met a very,
now.
very nice woman, and
Sarah. She's definitely.
And I'm in therapy, so you know.
Really, you're in therapy?
Yeah, really, yeah.
Really?
Yes. You're in therapy.
This isn't therapy. This is my therapy. This show is my therapy.
That's your therapy.
That's me, but
you go in It's a Small World, and you do that.
It's true. I do.
You rope it off.
I get that.
By the time you get to Norway, you're wee. Humping the puppets.
I love it. I am humping the puppets.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love it.
I personally, I do comedy. I do stand up, and I do stuff with this guy. And
he just spilled his drink all over himself. Oh my God.
I'm gonna send you a picture of your balls in the morning. That's where we're headed.
Real?
Do you want a picture of my balls?
Yeah,
I really got a picture of my balls.
I can show you that photo.
No, I've
if
seen
you want.
war atrocities before. They have the internet if I want to see that nastiness.
But I know, like with I know my comedy comes from a dark place. It comes from like daddy issues. It comes from like some serious like family stuff growing up as a kid. Do you?
I love that you're talking about your fucked up relationship with your father, and all these people over here are watching the King of Queens or some shit,
the King
talking their asses off. That's
God, that's
America has no tolerance for your problems.
I know. That's not as bad. What I did a show.
Because that's what America thinks comedy is. The King of Queens.
Yeah, sadly, you're right.
know.
This piece of shit walking around with a model telling bad jokes to an audience.
Well, what was that Jurassic Park ripoff TV show, Terra Nova? I did stand up while like everybody was watching that. That was the worst thing I've experienced here.
Wow.
But yeah, King of Queens. That's
comedy. That's comedy. Everybody loves Raymond.
But does your comedy come from?
I don't know anybody who loves Raymond. I mean, honestly, they don't ask the right people. I mean, has anybody ever come up to you? Look at these three maniacs. Has anybody ever come up to you and said, "Hey, do you love?" I want to ask you something. Do you love Raymond?
Do you love Raymond?
No,
How much do you love him?
And I'd like to know if you love Raymond. I'm like, fuck no. I mean, who loves? Does anybody here love Raymond? Seriously, you can admit it. We won't make fun of you. Does anybody here love Raymond?
His brother was a deep voice.
I didn't listen to what you said.
Oh no.
He said the brother's deep voice. The whole title of the show. I mean, that's his brother's opinion. So just his brother thinks everybody loves Raymond.
Oh, so you watched that?
Oh, I've watched it.
Why?
My grandfather liked it. I used to hang
that's
out.
a nice way of putting it. Blame it on your grandfather.
I do blame it on
We
my
already know
grandfather.
you're the unreliable narrator because you talked. First of all, you don't like your father, right? True.
Oh, that's
now your
tough,
grandfather's
man.
okay.
Be careful. He's following me on Twitter
be careful.
now.
You're gonna,
This is
you
uncomfortable.
call me out?
I don't want to say.
I'm an old man. My back hurts. You're gonna kick my ass. You invite me down here to beat me up? That's rude.
My
I know this is.
I've been writing comics since the 80s.
Yeah, I have. Oh
we
boy.
all have bad. Like your back has been out, but we all have bad
tough
backs.
comic book people. I'm wearing glasses for you at home.
Hey, I'm wearing contacts. It ain't that the fuck.
You're not wearing contacts.
Fuck no. You
Fuck
want
you.
my
I'll
fucking
kick your
eyes
ass.
off?
What the fuck?
Dude, I will take you outside and
God
fuck
damn
your
it.
Let's all
glasses.
take chairs and start smacking each other around like ECW here.
My vision is great, but
Too visual.
but
So
my-
sorry, he was talking about his
we need a
grandfather.
video
I don't talk to him anymore. Let's just talk to you. I never met you. He talked to me. You didn't come down to talk to me. He talked to me.
no, that's true. I don't know.
like me.
I don't know you.
Oh, thank you.
You don't talk to me anymore. You know,
I'm sorry. I'll
I'm
answer.
gonna give you guys a perfect chance to talk. I gotta go take a piss.
look at
You guys
that.
talk this out.
Okay. You guys get the good mics. I get the. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Do I
you
one?
get the you get a bell.
I'm so happy.
Forward to the good night.
I'm gonna drink it like that little mouse thing in I hate Star Wars, but you know that little mouse thing in the first movie that they don't want to admit happened, all the masks in Mos Eisley, which is kind of like Staten Island, and that little mouse thing goes over and goes. Oh shit! It's the bell. I'm happy to be here.
What? I don't have a bell for napkins. This is the napkin
do we have
bell.
napkins?
Can we have napkin?
I don't hate Star Wars. I'm tired of it.
Well,
Everything he said about it.
Did you like
I saw it like 18 times when it came out because that's how lonely I was and I hadn't discovered masturbating. And And I haven't seen my mother, who I don't talk to anymore. Thank you. For reasons you probably don't talk to your father.
I talk to him.
Oh, why? You just gotta let go of that.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need that anymore. Just because they fucked and had you doesn't mean you have to be their friends. You find your friends through life because you want to be with them. But just because you lived with them and they said, just because they said, come in here and get me a cigarette and go to the store and get me Ken King.
Right, yeah.
That I just grew up with them. That doesn't
You
mean
have
shit.
no idea. My relationship with my father is complicated. What it really comes down to now is I don't need him to be my dad anymore.
Yeah.
So now he's like the weird uncle. What's shitty about my dad?
Ooh, weird uncle. They touch things. No, they do. Weird uncles have kind of like, you know what I mean? They do that performance art hand. Weird uncles Mummenschanz you in places you don't want to be Mummenschanzed.
I realize.
Go look up Mummenschanz. I can't spell it. It's toilet paper Swedish people. It is. You remember Mummenschanz? They do this fucking crap and they get grants and shit for doing it. It's garbage.
It's like that Lumen thing we were just talking about.
I would like to have seen that with a sniper rifle.
Guys,
Performance art on Staten Island. That's like. You can tell Staten Island's changed because 20 years ago they would have beaten those people to death.
Oh,
with
yeah.
bats.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a calzone. That's performance art on Staten
7-Eleven
Island.
death party, Newdorp ass kicking. I mean, then we're gonna go to Mike's this, Mike's that, Mike's the other. We killed a guy, Mike's that, Mike's the unicorn, Mike owns this.
Speaking of, where did you go to school out here?
What do you want to know that for?
Because I'm just wondering, because I have a certain theory that Newdorp High School shapes people to be complete psychopaths. No, I didn't go to. I went to art and design. I went to art and design in Manhattan.
Did you go to Newdorp?
No, I went to art and design in Manhattan.
Wait.
57
You
to
think
2nd.
you're better than me? Because you went to a school with lots of names?
A little bit.
I went to Newdorp. I was the last year before the prison was built in the Miller Field.
Wait, there's a prison in Millerfield? Wait,
Have you seen
what?
it?
No.
See what Newdorp looks like?
Oh,
it's a fucking
he's talking about
disaster.
Wait, what
It's
is
a
a
lockdown. They put those neck things
I don't
on
know.
you,
I
but if
don't
you
know
get
anything
20 feet
about
away
Newdorp.
from
he's
another
talking
person-
about the school.
Oh, like that bad Christopher Lambert movie?
He thinks there's an actual prison in
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what's in Millerfield?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
in Millerfield?
What's in Miller Field?
I'm a little scared now.
Go
What's
check,
that?
check it out, Wendy.
Am I going to get a fucking DVD in the mail?
The technical school, or whatever they call the place that they put the boneheads right now, who they need to sort glass. They, in Newdorp.
where I went to high school. Is that what we're talking about?
Is that what you're talking? I went to the Newdorp, closed Newdorp High School up and made it a school for, I don't know, an asylum or something, Willowbrook 2 or something. When you were talking about Lumen, is that what it's called? Lumen.
Yeah.
Which is probably the Advance misspelled what it really was, because the Advance is the worst fucking newspaper.
Yeah, I agree.
It's good news. Pig escapes Pope, gets put back. That's front page. Nuclear war, page 60, behind Ziggy. The fucking worst paper you ever seen.
I literally used to deliver
That's
this.
true, though, right? It's like, hey, want to know what your friends are doing sexually wise? That's on page 3.
I used to deliver that
Page
paper.
5, Korea's attacking
I
us.
remember on a Sunday
Please calm
morning. I remember going to pick up the newspapers before delivering them, and it was the front page was a giant mushroom. It looked like a bomb went off, and then I flipped it to like the bottom half, and it was just like mushrooms popping up all over Staten Island. It was the front page news. Sunday morning, I thought like somebody got fucking bombed last
It's gonna be
night.
the last newspaper standing. It really is.
And they misquote everything, and the worst is I've been this guy's comedy partner since I was like 17. He says awful shit to reporters, and then they say, according to John Saluga, AIDS is funny. Like that's like an article, and I'm like, motherfucker. That's Chris said that, and they took it out of context.
No, it is a great news. It's just like, car breaks down. Page 1. I mean, it's just
Bowling ball stolen in Eltingville.
I think the one Italian guy sees other Italian guy, says hello. I mean, it's page 1. Page 7, everyone's dying. You know what I mean? Cocks are falling black, falling off. Call your doctor. Page 72. 90-year-old woman who never went on the ferry dies. Page 3. I always hope to go to Manhattan's and see Radio City's music hall, where they have I believe the orchestras are still playing there. And they're like, They really believe segregation's still on, you know what I mean?
It's the worst.
No, it really is.
They had a front page news just a couple years ago. It was an article about it was an article about bow ties that had a picture of Pee Wee Herman on it. That was front page news.
Wait, was what?
It was an article about bow ties and it had a picture of Pee Wee Herman. It was like front page, like that was the headline of the paper. I was like, how did that make
What
it?
did it say? Like homosexual gets jobs? I mean, everyone here, you know,
I would think.
let's kill him.
I would think like Farrakhan or Malcolm X, like those
No,
like
it
the
was
bow
Pee Wee
tie
Herman.
guys.
It was an article about bow ties, and it was just from like the Associated Press. Like it wasn't even.
I
An
moved
article.
out here. The first day I moved out here, there was a beating at Newdorp High School, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck have I gotten myself into?" And it's like I go home and the Advance says, "Jews spotted at Kmart." Holy shit! You know?
Oh, there's Jews out here.
But the article said, "Don't worry, it won't happen again." I was like, "Whoa! What the? That's fucking cryptic." I didn't really enjoy my first few years on Staten Island. I just, you know what I mean? I mean, luckily I could pass, so I got to hear all that shit. You know?
Where in Brooklyn were you originally?
You know, they don't have a name for it. It's like, no, it's true. It's like you're saying
Like a
before.
Gravesend type of thing.
Everybody used to call it Flatbush, but it's not Flatbush, and I don't
Yeah.
exactly. It's that place with the buildings, you know, Pete. You know, big Pete, little Pete, medium Pete. You know, everybody's named Pete out there. You know, it's not Bay Ridge, and it's not Bushwick.
I was telling my wife
Bushwick
about
Bill.
that. I was born and raised in.
Honestly, what did you eat? What did
I'm
you eat?
gonna
You have
die
hair
right
in your
now.
mouth? You don't sound so good.
No, I'm gonna die next week.
Well, you'll make the front page of the Advance. Man dies of hair intake. Page 1.
You outlived Belushi and
Yeah, I would have.
The other
and
big,
Chris Farley.
right? The other
Yeah,
one.
the other fact.
The funny one and the unfunny one.
So you won, man.
So
at this
I was,
point,
yeah, I was born in
Yeah, I'm a
Brooklyn.
winner.
Moved out here at 13, and then got in the papers for being in Kmart.
got in the.
I got kicked
Wait,
out of
for
Kmart.
what?
Actually.
You were in the paper
I
for.
was you remember that children's book, the Jew in Kmart? I wrote that. It was a
How did it
Staten
go?
Island used to have like what, 5 Jews? I think
Oh, I didn't know.
No,
I
not
didn't know.
anymore.
it was tough.
I didn't meet any until
hated
I was
each other,
11.
too.
That's a fact.
I used to kick Alan Doctor's ass at Newdorf. You lousy Jew. He goes, "Hey, the gift, the gift, the gaff." What? I'm saying, "Shh, I'm passing."
So what
I used to,
happened?
because the way to pass was go, "Hey, Joey, you egging? Hey, Joey, you egging? Yeah, we're egging." I don't know.
Wait, what's
It worked.
egging?
I don't know.
I think
If you said that enough times, people would clap you on the back and they'd say, "Good luck growing a mustache." And 10th grade's gonna be a bomb, man. We're gonna go to the point, and we're gonna abuse women.
as far as I know,
women,
that's.
but that's what they said. I never did it.
It's okay, women.
You got kicked out of Kmart.
Yeah, I was a shoplifter. I don't want to talk about it.
So you worked there and then.
No,
okay.
I didn't work there.
Oh.
You just stole there.
Being Jewish, I will not work for anyone not in my family. People going, "Oh, that sounds hateful." I love it. I love it when the Jews hate themselves. Yes, kill yourself on stage. I was stealing Star Wars figures. I figured out a good way to do it
Yeah.
too. I had,
Dude, same thing. I was stealing G.I. Joes. I got caught.
They're 12
Same
inch. How do
thing.
you stick them in your? Oh, okay.
No, not the big ones. The,
Oh, no,
the
no.
3 3/4 inch. Same size Star Wars.
Dare to dream. Get the 12 inches. Go for it.
Oh, I don't want the 12
What you
inch.
do is you here,
With the
if you
fake
wanna-
beard and the
if you
karate
wanna-
chop. And those
Don't
are
say-
fucking faggy.
You can't see this at home, folks, but he's salivating while he talks about the hair.
So angry.
The lifelike
So
pubic
angry.
hair on G.I. Joes.
No, you don't want the big G.I. Joe. The big G.I. Joes are terrible.
They
You
fit
want the
just
little
right.
G.I. Joes.
And I won't go farther than that. They're fuzzy on the top. They feel good. That's a joke. Honestly, I never did anything like that in my life. Honestly. Micronauts, however, they have spinning action. We can talk about that off the thingy. This is not, you're not, no. Oh, good. I don't want anybody from Farrell High School to have, you know. But, yeah, I was stealing Star Wars figures because if you had those big winter jackets back, you know, before you guys were born, probably, and if you ripped the pockets...
In what jackets?
These
Like
big,
big
parkas,
winter
you know, the
jackets.
big
Oh, yeah.
puffy, you know,
Yeah.
vodka-sucking Russian-looking things, right?
Yeah.
And the hoods. And if you rip the inside pockets, you can stick as much contraband through them.
Yeah.
You can get a hole going this way to that way. But the thing is, and please take note, because I know you're all shoplifters at heart, when you don't spend too much time in an aisle, if you spend more than a minute or two kind of, I'm thinking of buying Snaggletooth, they know you're lying.
Right.
So, and I was shoving all that stuff in, and to get extra geeky, I was stealing it so I could go home to what do they when you take an action figure and turn it, I was taking them to modify them into Lord of the Rings figures, 'cause I was really pathetic, and I just stopped being pathetic 3 years ago. I was actually board certified non-pathetic by a team of psychiatrists.
Max Rebo, you will become Gandalf.
Oh no, this is Max Rebo, man.
But-
this
is not
movie.
Return of the Jedi. This is
Oh
New
no,
Hope.
this is first stupid
What I used to
garbage
do-
monster movie.
Yeah, Chris.
I would
Chris
buy
was a crazy
bigger
shoplifter.
shoes.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
and I was goody two shoes that used to hang out with him, so I was always running, like for no good reason, just by association.
Well, I would buy shoes like 3 sizes too big, like cons, like cheap shit, like Chucks, and throw them in the shoes. So I would be like pedaling my bike with like fucking 4 GI Joes in each shoe. That was my move.
Wow. That's the first word that came to my mind was suave. And after that was
No.
fucking moron. I mean, nothing personal, but it's like, there's the kid squeaking along on the bike with G.I. Joe's falling out of his
But there's
shoes.
suave, and then there
it
was
worked.
also.
You got, like-
but you hit a point where you just had the balls. You would just walk in and take something and look whoever worked there in the eye, like I'm taking this, and you'd
Yeah.
run, and I'd be running behind you
was
like
a-
an asshole.
I walked into Spencer's. I had a friend.
Spencer.
I have
It's
a good
Spencer.
friend.
It's not Spencer.
Spencer. It's Spencer.
Gift.
It's just Spencer.
Yeah, look it
I
up. And if
haven't-
I'm wrong, who gives a shit? I'll
No,
be
but I
home
believe
laughing
you.
my ass off.
I'll send you a letter. I will send you a letter. So
No,
angry.
do you have my email?
So angry.
Oh, you do?
I have your email.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking get it. No, seriously, I had a
think it's
friend.
Spencer. I used to, yeah. Spencer Gifts was the first place you could see,
Yeah.
supposedly dirty stuff.
With penis
Oh
macaroni.
yeah, cock macaroni. Yeah.
Yeah, I buy a lot of penis macaroni.
I had a friend who was a big Tales from the Crypt fan, and they had this giant Tales from the Crypt keeper sitting. The thing was like $500. It was a giant amateur.
You don't mind if I have an orgasm right now?
No, you
while
do
we're
it.
standing
I will
there?
have
That is
Pete.
exciting to an
I will
adult
Pete
such
King
as I.
mop it up.
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to take this thing, and I threw it on my back, and I looked at the guy who worked here, and I was like, fuck you, I'm fucking taking this, and ran out of the store with it. And there was nothing you could fucking do about it. He just stood there,
Yeah.
and that was his job, and he just watched me run into Macy's with a giant crypt keeper, like, piggyback on my back.
What are you doing next week?
Next week,
You just go to the mall.
we're hitting Best Buy.
These Dippin' Dots of the future are mine, motherfucker. You ain't doing shit about it, and then you just
No, wait.
bike out of there with the G.I. Joe figure still in your shoes?
No, we're hitting Best Buy. If you want to come along, I got a
Best
couple
Buy.
of
Best
Blu-ray
Buy's
sets.
Best Buy's got an Animal Crossing deal. You can get Tom Nook's clock. That's one to grow on, and knowing is half the battle.
It was like a
The other
pre-order.
half is not giving a shit.
It was like a pre-order deal type of thing. Like
What?
It was like a pre-order
No,
deal.
it's we'll talk later about it.
All right.
About Animal Crossing?
So we've talked about nothing that means a goddamn thing.
No, that's what we do here.
You know what we should do? We should go. What's 24 hours around this fuckhole? We should go steal shit.
White Castle.
Yeah. I love White Castle. I really, really do. The first time I got my license, that's what I did. I went over the bridge, 92nd Street. I know all the women are creaming right now. Oh, I gotta have this guy. That would be all 3 of the guys in the front here. I could cream, sure. you know, Tales from the Crypt and White Castles. That's. I dream of it.
White Castle is how
all-
most of these podcasts end. That's the last mistake we
they
make.
usually end at a trip to White Castle.
Yeah.
The
You
problem
wanna
is
come?
The White Castle in this neighborhood is the one that was defeated.
It's
Yeah,
gone.
I know.
Yeah.
You know a neighborhood sucks when it can defeat a fast food chain?
How in St. George does a White Castle not work?
What does that mean for me?
Excuse me. Is your name on the fucking guest list of this show? No. My amazing can't get off Staten Island sad motherfucking nobody name is on this show. It's called I'm Kidding With You. Buy me a beer.
But we used
I don't care.
to.
If anybody wants to come up here, talk. That's your cousin, right?
Oh yeah, anybody
Yes.
can come up.
Aren't you here with a female? You saw either that, or you're
Yes.
attacking women indiscriminately in the corners. Which
My cousin is here with a female who's sitting very far away from him.
Why are you sitting with these two guys then?
She's over there awkwardly. I don't know.
Live and learn.
Exactly.
You're gonna lose her. You're gonna get a Nazi Phantom girl sending you shit.
Listen, honestly.
I want to know more. What the hell is this?
Oh,
Genesee Cream Ale. Oh.
It doesn't matter. It's alcohol.
Am I like hip all of a sudden? Is this like going to Williamsburg and buying
No.
the cheapest shit beer?
Yes.
No.
Dressing
Yes.
like a rabbi?
No, that would be past the
Rabbi or
ribbon.
hipster?
Yes.
Rabbi or hipster? I don't know. Check if they have
cream,
pavement vinyl, and then you can't tell either.
The cream comes from nitrogen.
No, does it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you don't want it, we'll drink it.
All I know is that's what my buddy Brian McGowan.
Honest.
That's what his old man would drink.
Beer for 12-year-olds.
We used to steal that.
I love it.
We used to steal those when we were 12.
Can't taste it.
I love the fact that it has absolutely no information whatsoever on it.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
usually
no.
it says something like, "Don't drink this in Milwaukee, or we'll kick your ass." Or,
Right.
not for use in Detroit. This says your guess is as good as mine.
No, it's
motherfucker."
bad. Like even a PBR says it won an award 120 years
According
ago.
to the According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink this shit around. Oh. All right. Take this back, please.
A Jenny
His
Cream.
name Kyle? No, it's not that good, but I licked it a lot. If you're done with the awkward girlfriend you were talking about, I'm lonely. I'm married. It's one of those Jack Lemmon roles. If you're into movies, you know what I mean. Walk around. You know what I mean? Save the drunk. What was it called?
Yes,
Save the
that.
apartment drunk.
Yeah.
She's underage.
See, you put me in a conundrum. I don't know I don't know anybody here very well. This is being recorded, Hayed. But I really like women, and I have friends in law enforcement, and we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch. And Staten Island cops don't fill out paperwork, if you know what I mean.
She's from Jersey. Jersey cops don't do.
Is this a T-shirt you're thinking of making? Jersey cops don't give a shit. Like, Kevin Smith will carry it in his store. and sign it.
cops have mustaches.
Honestly, you can buy Kevin Smith signed at this point. It's true.
Kevin Smith. Dude, I was at Star Wars Celebration last year, which is pretty fucking
Proud of
bad.
that?
Yeah, I'm not fucking proud
I'd
of
rather
it.
be the asshole at Lumen with his pubic hair, enticing children to follow him like the Pied
ask him what
Piper.
autographs he paid for before you
No,
knock
but
him.
someone was like, "Oh, Kevin Smith is doing a thing." I was like, "I won't
course
go
he
see
is.
Kevin Smith. I will
That's what he
not go
does.
see Kevin." Kevin Smith is the lamest duck on the fucking block.
But
I was
then
like, I
you're
will not.
meeting to more
Somebody-
Yeah,
the guy
don't
who's
care.
I heard someone crying. Someone at the bar wants to fight you.
Who's anti-Kevin? Who's against my anti-Kevin
believe
Smith?
Penny Pretty, like in Buckaroo Banzai, was crying over there and wants to fight you. Oh, here comes.
But we
It's
were,
over.
we
Here
were
comes
big
The
on-
underage girl has walked over and
I
said,
mean, yeah,
"It's
we-
over."
Like when we were 13, Kevin
we were
Smith
big
was
on Kevin
great.
Smith, devoured it, and then it was just
You
too
grew
much.
up.
He has
Yeah.
no substance. Yeah, it's
You
just
grew up, man.
Kevin
But
fucking
Clifford-
Smith.
The hash high, it ends after a while.
No,
And
you're
you
right.
Look at it and go, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like what else you got?
it's Bruce Springsteen. No.
I live above a guy who blasts Bruce Springsteen every day.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's part
Does
of
he
my...
realize we don't live in New Jersey?
Yeah, I don't know if you
That's
don't
the only
like...
way I could justify blasting Bruce Springsteen every day.
No,
If
he
maybe you
doesn't.
lived in New
I
Jersey.
mean, he just blasts Bruce Springsteen, and it's...
No offense to anybody who lives in New Jersey.
I like New Jersey, actually. I mean, I know I do. I mean, it's a great place to go to and get the fuck away from. I almost got arrested in New Jersey for bootlegging shirts, but I did not bootleg the shirts. I was actually grabbed by a cop and dragged for a while.
What were the
and
shirts?
I started yelling, "I do not want to go to a New Jersey jail." Which sounds crazy. It sounds like a line
Wait,
from
what
a-
were the shirts?
I was 16, and again, I did not have a girlfriend, nor did I have a relationship with Nazis. And like your friend Joey
Bag of donuts.
Scaramouche, what was his name?
I liked what you called him better than his actual name.
What was it?
Shambles.
Shambles?
Joey Shambles.
That's like a 4+1 hit die monster. And it's like, random encounter. Joey Shambles.
He just
showed
called
up
a
in a story.
hentai monster.
You know, it's a random encounter, and if you kill him, you get like a weird story and some gold and shit. Yeah, a -1 knife or the crab knife. You get the crab knife. It's a callback, I believe. And what do they call that in comedy?
A callback.
Nah, I didn't know. I read it on the internet. And
My wife calls it a bring back, but she fucks it up.
Bring that beat back. As you know, I work.
I call it a
comics,
reach
so
around.
You call it a what?
A reach around.
A reach around?
A reach around.
Moving my chair for folks. Honestly, do you?
A little bit.
Hey, do you write that in the script? And then a reach around?
Yeah, and then
a little
at
kiss
this
on the
point,
cheek,
Major
and then
Tom gives a
drop
reach
your
around.
beer.
Oh, you
Sorry.
doing?
I forgot what we were talking about. Sorry. This is like the most beer I've had all year. It's very pathetic. I don't get out much. I've had 3.5 beer. My wife won't listen to this.
Come hang with us.
I will hang with you. Well, let's hang.
Anytime
Let's do it.
you want.
Low hanging fruit. That's us. Kind of that
We
nasty
fuck
shit that has.
shit
You know
up.
how fruit gets that weird thing like a dead body where the blood rushes into the lowest.
Oh, like the other twin type of thing?
What the fuck are you talking about? Wow, that must be Japanese.
What is that? What are you talking
Oh
about?
no, actually that must be Korean. In Japan, everything's long hair and it's but in Korea it's a twin. Or
When
it
it's the
didn't
other
exist.
twin and it doesn't get the nutrients and it just dies off, it's like a weird little. It's like a quado.
What the?
He said you like
That's like
He knows what I'm talking about.
Like basket case?
That's like the can.
Like basket case,
Like
exactly
basket
like
case.
basket
That's
case.
not-
Do you know basket case?
That's Belial.
That's what?
Belial.
Belial? What's Belial?
Dick fucking bastard. It's just wanted to say that. Sorry, I wrote that down on my hand that I wanted to say dick fucking bastard because no, you're laughing at me. But the cool kid is not what the cool. I looked up on an Urban Dictionary. Dick fucking bastard, right?
I like it.
Oh, I fucked
Dick
up.
fucking bastard?
My Google foo sucks. No, Belial is.
I take it back. You can't hang with us now. No.
Belial?
I can be the old guy. You know, how everybody has to have an old guy. I'll even lose a tooth so I can hang. Old guy without a tooth.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, I had that guy, and he had a stroke, and that we don't
I can
hang
say
out
I'm
anymore.
Tennessee meth man.
Yeah, I miss that guy. I had that guy.
You don't know what Belial is?
No, Belial. What's Belial?
Think first. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Belial.
Oh, there's a
man
hand-
in the corner
there's a
who really
hand
wants
up.
to go home. Too fucking slow. Belial is the name of the adjunct twin in Basket Case.
That's his name,
Oh.
Belial? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
okay. I love
No,
I don't
that's
know.
okay. What were you saying? No, please. We're talking dumb, stupid stuff all night.
Yes. Barry's talking about my favorite episode of X-Files. It's the guy who's got the puzzle pieces tattooed.
Oh, I actually saw that one. The one with the enigma, right?
And it's the guy who plays like he's in Ghost. The guy from like the subway train. Isn't he like the guy who has the twin brother? He's got like a twin who tries to leave him.
Yeah.
By eating people in the middle of the night, like to try to eat
That's
his
the
way
guy
to
from same guy from Batman Returns?
I
Circus?
think so.
The enigma.
What's his name?
The
Vincent
puzzle, the puzzle
something?
tattoo guy was called the Enigma.
Yes,
And he
yes.
was obviously.
Yeah, he has like, and he ends up.
Hi, I'd like to get a job today. I'm the Enigma. Yeah, what are your qualifications? I'm a fucking moron. I tattoo myself
Would you-
constantly.
and it's like, would you be willing to eat the twin from the creepy guy from Ghost? Yeah, okay, we'll do that, and
I
two
saw
people will remember it 10 years later.
I liked the first season of X-Files. And then there was an explosion that they lived through. It was amazing. It was like, ooh, that thing blew up next to me. And I'm like,
I used to like,
the girl, the Gillian Anderson keeps going, I don't think there was a werewolf there. And it's like, you can fucking smell a werewolf if it's in the room with you. Give me a break. You can smell your cat
That's her
shit.
job. Her job is to
You walk into a house.
That's her
right?
fucking
and you
job.
smell the cat litter, right?
Yes.
But you can't smell a werewolf tearing people up in the same room. And she goes,
That's her fucking
I think you were
job.
exaggerating. It's like, come on, fucking write your way out of that.
Her job is to deny.
I couldn't stand that, though.
I like the standalone episodes when they were trying to
Yes,
build
I
towards
agree
something
with you.
bigger, but it was clear that there was no real.
Yeah.
In film, you have to know your ending. In TV, you don't. You can
There
just
is no-
string
yeah.
people along
Well, it's
forever.
like in comics
Proven by
right now.
Lost.
In comics,
Proven by
right
Lost.
now.
Proven by
In comics,
Lost.
you don't have to write an ending. It's amazing. It's like there's a guy who does Marvel stuff, and he's writing a book about writing comics, and I'm like, what a fucking great job. You don't have to actually talk about writing the end of your stories. Because they trip into the next story. It'd be like at the end of Citizen Kane, you know? The thing drops, you find out, you see the sled, and a guy picks it up and smashes another guy over the head with it. And then he's like, and then you have to, and you know what I mean? And then you're like, if you want to know who the fuck picked up the sled and stuck it into this guy's head, you have to go see the Magnificent Ambersons, motherfucker. And there's going to be 5 versions of the Magnificent Ambersons with 8 different posters, and you have to buy them all. And don't you hate yourself, you little fuck, for buying all this shit? But I gotta know, because I gotta know. It's important. It counts, you know? It counts.
I think we need you on every single show.
Oh my
No. You guys, I'm not kidding. I had a good time listening. It was much more interesting than what I'm doing right now. Because I talk to myself all the time, and I'm sick of it.
Kidding me? You're killing right now. No, you're killing right now.
I'm dying right now.
Wait, dude, no. See, speaking of comics,
Wait, did you have any actual
yeah.
questions?
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of comics,
Because I talk, you know, I'm from Brooklyn.
dude.
I'm like you guys. I talk a lot.
I'm not from Brooklyn. No, I'm not from Brooklyn.
Fuck you. You're from the air, you know what I mean? Toxic airborne.
We're both from Staten Island.
It's the same fucking air.
I inherited a stepfather from Brooklyn when I was like 9. That's the most I got, but I'm very Staten Island.
I'd rather get a rock.
No,
seriously.
I got a stepfather too. I don't talk to either of them.
Oh,
Seriously,
really?
though.
No,
I had the cool stepfather and the shitty father.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
you know, smoking with the father, the stepfather? Hey, let me take
No,
out my kills.
no, you know what my stepfather.
I like to hide a knife in the drawer when I'm with my woman because I like to touch it. So I like the shoe. What was it? The shoemaker. There was a murderer. I don't want to get on this subject too long, but there was a guy who used to take his kid around on his serial killing. Very nasty story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the shoemaker.
Shoemaker?
The shoemaker, I believe his name was.
I'll just say this. My mother.
I will look it up and jerk off to it
went through
later.
a really
I promise you
stupid period
that.
where I was reading a lot about serial killers, and a friend of mine went through the same thing, and I was buying these crazy books, and the problem is it gives you this jumped up idea that there's somebody around every corner, which is what the news does all the time. They're going to steal your children, they're going to steal your teeth, they're going to take your will, they're putting something in your water, blah, 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 and yet you walk around and everybody's kind of...
Everybody's fine. Yeah.
Well, you had done a story in the Urban Legends book. Do you remember that? Remember there's a book, the big book of urban legends, and you had done a story in that?
Page in that. Yeah.
I don't remember which story it was.
It was the rabbit, but it wasn't a conspiracy thing or anything.
It wasn't a thing like that? Because I love that fucking book.
The rabbit in the backyard because the dog killed it.
Yes! And he told his family, and he bought the other one. Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was heartwarming. I hugged myself all over.
I will say about my stepfather, where he did things right, my mother was dating a few different guys when I was a kid. It's a weird thing to go through.
My mom too, yeah.
And she was dating one guy who was a court officer, and he took me to like... He had me fingerprinted, and he gave me a tour of like the prison on Staten Island.
And then
getting fucked by.
I don't know, 3 days later, I woke up with little balloon animals all over me and no clothes.
My ass was killing me.
I walked funny for a week, and blood kept coming out of parts of my body.
There was another...
Ears, anus.
I had the same itchy rash as mommy.
There was another guy that I liked.
There were other fingerprints all over me, different fingerprints.
Another guy was like a CAT scan. I don't know what you call him, like a CAT scan technician.
And that's what you call him.
And
a CAT scan technician.
I don't know what they're called. What is it? X-ray tech? But it was like a CAT scan.
What are you playing, Scribble Nazi?
I don't know.
What the fuck is this? X-ray technician, no. Funny Cthulhu, yes. Raping CAT scan operator,
He almost won over me and my brother.
Stepfather
because,
number 17, yes.
He almost won me over and my brother
won you over.
because he showed us an old man's fart on a CAT scan, and we thought that was hilarious.
I don't want to be in the bed with you anymore, stepdad.
But my stepfather...
There's not a lot of room, and your non-dairy creamer farts smell. And you keep probing me, Dad.
The way my stepfather won, and Chris knows my stepfather was...
Crisco's your stepfather?
What's that?
Crisco's your stepfather?
No, he knows.
Yeah, that's his name.
Oh, Chris knows.
He knows my stepfather.
That's very different and less slippery.
Totally different. He played Street Fighter with me till 2 a.m.
Yeah, no, your stepfather's actually...
That's how he
one of
won
the
that
coolest guys
game.
ever.
We were like, this guy's cool. He's playing Street Fighter with me till 2 a.m.
You know what happens next?
Every night.
He seems so nice. All the kids came over to watch Three Stooges with him. I don't know why he's being arrested. Absolutely don't know. He was a lot of fun. Bought a strudel. Introduced us to all sorts of things. My first beer. Campouts. Marshmallows. Physical roughhousing.
That's right.
Horsing around.
Shadow puppets. Which came closer and closer to us until lights out, everyone. I'm sorry. As you can tell, Edna, I go to the comic shop on Wednesday, and that's it.
Wait, speaking of
Netflix or nothing.
Which shop are you going to?
I go to Jones. I go to
Yeah.
Comic Jones. I'm an ex-Hanley's guy.
So am I.
I have a lot of fond memories. I was a manager there. I got fired from his first store, the Fantastic Store, because of my winning personality and ability to talk to people and make them feel good. And,
I heard a bit about. I heard you on like another podcast where because you would give your opinion on the purchases.
Oh yeah, that was.
And I was when I was in high school.
Not a good. It's just not a great way when somebody comes over to you at the store and goes, "Hi, here's my money, and I'd like to buy this," and I go, "You're a fucking tool."
Yeah.
That's just not a really good way to engender.
I used to get that at Jim
retail
Hanley's
customer.
from our mutual friend Jen Grunwald. I was an amazing.
Jen's great.
I was an amazing Spider-Man reader in high school.
You were the best Spider-Man reader? What are you fucking saying?
I was.
I've never heard that shit in my life, and I've heard the dumbest crap out of it. I am your biggest fan. Well, you weigh only
I was spectacular.
I was spectacular.
I was spectacular.
Were you an incredible
I was
Hulk
web
reader?
of. I was completely web of.
Oh, it was unlimited. That doesn't make any sense.
You were an amazing Spider-Man reader. Look at this fucking guy. He read that in like 20 minutes.
But Jen
Only had to flip back twice to figure out
Here's the
J. Michael Straczynski rules.
Jen won't appreciate this, but Jen used to shit on me. She'd be like, "Spider-Man fucking sucks."
Wait a minute. She's like the...
She's now an editor for Marvel.
This is before Marvel. This is BM. This is before Marvel.
BM.
BM.
But she used to make me feel like an asshole for picking up
If we were doing
Spider-Man.
Space Ghost, that would have been called embarrassed silence in the script. That would have been stunned silence.
I do want to ask, if I'm going to ask a question at all that's professional in any way, I would give it up for Space Ghost Coast to Coast, first of all.
He wrote some of you and
wrote
Sarah,
that-
right?
The jailbait
You and
guy
Sarah
here is
wrote
like
some of the
yelling at-
best episodes. You and Sarah.
Well,
Hey,
here's
don't
what's
give me the
amazing.
finger. I'll take it.
Brian,
I've always wanted. I have this one day. I got this milk and cheese thing where it goes. They went to. I hate Bloomberg, right? And I was gonna do this thing about how you couldn't dance in New York, because New York's turned into this fucking mall. And I never did it, but this guy, the bartender gives him the finger. What is he doing? He's giving you the finger. Well, and he just takes the fucker right off. It's not as funny when you say it. When
When you say he's turning New York into a mall.
oh, it's the Mall of Bloomberg.
yeah.
It's real. Honestly, you're gonna have to pay to get into Manhattan soon.
God
Yes.
damn, dude, I am not fucking kidding right now. I love milk and cheese
It's like
so
Soylent Green.
fucking much.
Thank you.
Just-
you are. It's always great.
God
when
fucking damn it.
tired drunks tell you they love your work.
No, but you know what?
It's always like having a hobo walk up to you and go, "I think you're really talented," and can I have $1 to buy cat food and a cat?
I swear I'm not going to spend it
No,
on
I'm kidding.
drugs.
You know I am kidding.
No, I know.
Uh-oh,
Seriously.
I'll be back.
Oh, God.
It's just the two
Oh,
of us.
yeah. Oh, here it goes. Oh, shit.
Okay. What do we,
All right, this one we really go
about
down.
your friend that you've known since he's 17 or whatever.
Dude, he's got the littlest dick I've ever
Really?
seen. Oh, God.
My
he pisses on his
gosh.
own balls. It's so
This is
scary.
shocking.
God damn it. I don't know what to do
Now,
about
why
this
have
kid.
you seen his small penis so many times?
Oh, because he's so unhappy with his life. He just fucking shove it in my
Why
wife.
see his small penis so many times, Chris?
Because his wife don't do certain things, and he just tells me, Chris, come over. I need it right now.
Here's another question I really don't care what you have to say about. Why do you love Ghostbusters so much, Chris?
Well, when I was a kid, I was fingered by Bill Murray. I don't like to talk about it a lot. This is the first time I'm bringing it up.
What? Here's the thing. I believe you. I believe you. Now, if you said Harold Ramis, I'd go, oh no.
No,
Not
but Bill,
Harold Ramis.
yeah.
He's obviously an intellectual. He has glasses on.
Well, listen, it was this moment. He invited me over to his house. He told me we're gonna have Mickey Mouse. We're gonna play some Christmas music.
Tell me more. Let everybody know.
I'm gonna let you in. I'm gonna make.
Hit me to it.
I'm gonna make grilled cheese sandwiches. Ooh. You come on in.
Ooh.
You sit by.
Sexy.
We're gonna play some. We're gonna play some Star Wars games. Ooh. We're gonna watch some Ghostbusters. Just the type of stuff I was into.
1 or 2?
No, just one. Just one. Just one.
Of course, classic.
No two. Oh,
good.
And then the minute the Marshmallow Man came out,
big time. Yes.
The minute the Marshmallow Man came out,
is that the guy who goes? What does he go to the agnostic front shows?
I'm the Marshmallow Man. The Marshmallow Man.
Pick it up, change. I'm old. So he's been saying some bullshit about Bill Murray fingering him with the ghost.
He's talking about skanking around the Marshmallow Man.
Yeah, here at the convention I was at, they had the Heroes one. Not the Heroes one, the Ecto one. Is that what it was?
The Ecto one, yeah, that's the car. The 59 Cadillac
thing was
ambulance.
set to make its noise over and over and over. And everybody was starting to stare at it like the guys in Escape from New York who were fucking with them when they were going down Broadway. You know, everybody was just smashing the shit out of it. It's like, shut up, Ghostbusters car. We've had enough of you. It is a good car, though, man.
Wait, how is doing the cons? Like, seriously, is it like trenches or is it like,
no, it's not,
I can get through with this?
I mean, the worst convention I ever did was when I was starting out and nobody knew who I was, as opposed to
when was this?
162 people in America.
Wait, is this like pre-Dork, pre-Milk and Cheese? Like when is this?
This is what I was like trying to get work at Marvel and DC, and I was doing it by this amazing way that I had, the same way that I would get dates. Was by absolutely not approaching anyone and telling them what I wanted. It was a great way to get. It was awesome. It was just worked so
how would you do it?
Sitting at
how
home,
would you run us
sitting
through
at home
it?
and watching SCTV at night somehow never got me a date or a job.
Wait, how would you run it through it?
That's how I did it.
Give us a pitch.
I never went near anyone or showed anyone anything. I could not show my work to anyone.
Wait, and how did this get you a job though?
I didn't get I got my job sideways by meeting. I met a guy at the comic store who was getting work at Marvel and DC, and he said, "Hey, do you want me to bring you on some interviews?" Because back then it was post Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and lots of people were doing independent books. I mean, literally a monkey could get a job back then. You know?
Okay.
Not a Croatian, but a monkey could. And no, I'm not. Look it up on Wikipedia. You doubt me? Laugh your asses off, you bastards. Croatians couldn't get. How many Croatians do you know are in the comic book industry? One.
Who?
I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's Croatian.
You
fucker. It might even have some Serbian in it. He did something with the thing. And the
Jim Lee.
No. He has Serbian car accident. And Igor Kaprimbo. But Verizon. Tachyon beam. This is not a dream. This is a tachyon. This is very real.
God.
Roddy Piper. And he. What the fuck was I talking? I'm gonna be up all night watching kick flicks, going, "What was I doing tonight? I'm an adult." Thanks for having me. And
we fucking love you.
What was that? No, I went to a convention in Long Island. And this was when conventions would have anybody. I mean, anybody could do a convention if you could name 3 superheroes. Can you name 3 superheroes? You're in. And, Roddy Piper, good. No, it's true. It's true. The guy who made Solaris, okay, 2. And Joey Patchouli, yeah, that's 3. And you're in. And
Joey Patchouli.
I did this convention, and back when I used to drink a little, and it's true. And I didn't get up early much in the morning. And conventions have this fucking persnickety thing about being like starting at like 8 or 9 or 12 or something. So you had to, run to them. And I showed up at this one in Long Island, and it was all long boxes. It was dealers, guys selling comic books, and I'm stuck in the middle. I'm the only guest, which means the only guy who brought a 2B pencil. You know, a 4B pencil. A guest has a pencil. A regular schmuck has a box of unsold comics he can't get rid of. And I finally fell asleep on my table. And nobody walked up, nobody asked me nobody even asked me, will you draw Wolverine or Roddy Piper or any shit like that. And I fall asleep, this is my favorite convention, and except for the guy who jumped. Oh, forget it.
Wait, no.
I'll tell you in a second.
No, you tell me.
I'll tell you in a second, people. I'll tell you in a second. I love you. But that didn't happen to me. That was just a visual. That was a visual thing. But I fell asleep on the table, and I woke up like, spit on me and everything. I wake up like this, and this little beautiful kid is in front of me. I mean, towel-headed, adorable little. What's the word I'm going for? You know. No, you know what I'm saying?
Doe-eyed?
No. It's not. That is not a reference to Arabs or anything like that. I think I meant toe-headed. Okay, excuse me, Clifford. Sure, sue me on that one. Okay, and the NSA can go fuck itself if they heard that one. So. I look up and there's just this beautiful little, I'm going to grow up to be Reb Brown as Captain America 1976, right? And one guy got that. He actually didn't. He just pretended to because he's an idiot. And I look up and this little, it's okay. I have my own. And this little kid looks up at me. He's a beautiful little Aryan bastard. And I love him. I immediately love him. And eyes go back and forth, with little dots like in a Nancy cartoon. And I look at him and he goes, what do you do? I mean, like that. What do you do? Like, I have no reason, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I said, go away. Just like that. The Shining had not come out yet, if I remember. No, it had. And I just went, go away. And the kid did the little, which was really good. The kid, he knew his shit. He just did that, Ralph Cramden thing. But that was, you know what? The funny thing is, that was about 20 years ago.
This is the craziest. I don't think I've ever heard you laugh and cough like that.
You might want to cut down on smoking the cocks there. I mean, they're obviously blocking the air intake there.
We used to
I'm
always
gonna die
joke
on
about.
Tuesday. It's okay.
Honestly.
Hey, Dennis, can I get another drink?
Oh,
please?
you don't want another one.
Your future father-in-law wants to meet you.
That's right.
I remembered that part. That you have another.
I got kids and everything.
We used to joke.
You are killing
Are these
me
real
right
kids
now.
or are these like
No.
rolled up stuffed animals?
No, yeah, I got a 3.
You know what I mean? Nurturing. I mean, do you like actually, bring them over?
Can you tell me?
I love you. We're gonna watch American
You
Ninja
so
now.
do not remember this, but I have a picture.
You were that kid, the little Nazi?
I was him. I was totally him.
Rice button, fucker, rouse student. You said all that shit to me. So
I will send you a letter. No, seriously.
Send me a letter.
I have a picture
Send me a postcard,
of
darling.
you and me meeting and my 2-year-old
on?
son at the time, and he's screaming, and I'm like, shh, be quiet. This guy's a hero of mine. And I'm like, I have a picture of him screaming, and me and you were trying to smile, like we're cool. Like we're like,
That anecdote has more wrong than Vietnam. One.
You made my son cry.
One, I mean, please, you made your son cry, okay? You made him cry, and he will probably kill you for it. It's very like Shakespearean or something.
Listen, after he takes me out, you better watch your back. He's coming after
your
you.
hero. Wrong right there. 2.
No, that's not-
You bring your 2-year-old near a dirty cartoonist. Why don't you bring him like under the tracks, where the crazy people live, where the Morlocks are.
Well, Dan Slott was busy.
Dan Slott's a nice guy. I have more hair though.
Oh, thank you.
I hope that's water.
You do it.
Thank you.
Yo!
Our favorite convention question that we never ask because it's too mean, but we used to always
I'll
laugh about
answer
it, was who did you used to be?
Yeah, but the problem is, most people should just say nobody. Like
Eddie
I've heard good stories of
Munster.
the guy who played Boomer on Battlestar Galactica walking up and down
Oh yeah,
LA Boulevard.
I know.
You guys go,
basically,
I'm
hey
gonna
brother,
pee
can you
again.
spare a cubit? Which is depressing. He doesn't even know what real money is anymore.
But at the same time,
Cylons are on my ass.
I gotta tell you, man, it is exciting to talk to you. Like
Thank you. Your life is sad.
You
-3 on the same.
I don't disagree with that, but you have to
I'm
understand.
kidding. For comedic something. There's an English word that comes after that I can't afford.
Space goes coast to coast,
Yeah, man, that's a good show.
I used to love.
You used to. That's the telling point.
I would still love watching it, but I mean that
Is
was
it on?
No,
I don't have cable.
I can't see it anymore.
afford that.
But that was one of my favorite things to do all the time was watch that, and I used to get excited because I was a good friend with Jen Grunwald, who used to like watch your cats. Was that the deal with Jen?
She used to do something with the cats. We're not sure, but when we'd come home, they were really lethargic.
At the end of an episode,
They could hardly move.
your name would pop up and your wife would pop up, and I'd be like,
Wait a minute.
"Oh."
Let's not talk about my wife popping up, or I might have to hit you with a bottle. What do you mean my wife pops up? She's like,
With most of the
pop-up women? I mean,
most
there's
of-
stores?
most of the TV
What do you mean?
writing-
No, you're ignoring that because you said a dirty thing.
I did say a dirty thing.
Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I won't talk about it. How
That's
long?
okay.
How long have you been married?
Anyway, you like Space Ghost, right? That's a good show, right? You like that one?
Happy
They have all the
anniversary,
silent
Evan.
I'll start. 6 months. How long have you been married?
We've been together, I think, 21 years, I believe.
21 years married.
11 of those. I couldn't find her.
That's
for
a
10
long time.
years.
Isn't
She
it shitty,
ducked
though?
me. Can you believe that? I was like, I meet this woman and she ducks me. There's no other way to put it. She ducked out on me.
So wait, I don't know if you asked this already while I was taking a piss. How is it writing with your wife? Is it like
We were
is it like
getting to it.
Well, considering that you've destroyed a relationship, at least one, you.
Oh, this fucking guy! I swear to God, this fucking guy!
Jumping up and down like a muppet there. That was terrifying.
Yeah, Chris,
feeling
share your share your marriage experience.
Yeah,
Your-
what happened?
No,
your
I
three-
was
Tell us
married
about those
to a-
3 months.
Yeah, I was only married for like 3 months. I
10
was
years?
with a chick for like 10 years.
I was with a chick for like 10. Maybe that's. This says a lot about why your relationship may not have gone so smoothly.
Wait, tell me how.
Not quite.
Tell me how. Tell me
Yeah.
how.
not too
No,
romantic.
seriously.
I was with this chick, and you know she.
I was fucking this broad.
She hated my knuckles in her face.
It was terrible. No, seriously.
choking was not up her alley.
No, seriously. I was with her for like 10 years. We wound up getting married. It just
I was broke.
wasn't.
I was one of the
right.
best men, which is weird.
You were one of the best men.
I was one
you
of
were an
three-
amazing fucking Spider-Man reader and one of the best men. You are so fucking full of
I was-
yourself.
I was one of-
Holy
He's fucking
shit, where'd you
special.
find this guy in the
I was one of the 3 best men. I was broke.
Tell
I
me
went to
about it.
Disney. We had a party.
Yeah, I got married in Disney World. I was that guy.
It was a whole.
My brother-in-law got married at Disney.
Really? Wait, where?
in a room.
I got married in a hotel, the Yacht and Beach Club at the gazebo.
Well, you got married outside. I got to put on a black tuxedo and stand
Just
outside of
tuxedos
Florida in
and all.
August
Built a gazebo, didn't you?
and
And I
sweat my
just
balls off. I had to
very
steal
interesting.
napkins.
You know what?
Dead zone?
Fuck you. You know
For
what?
everybody in the
Fuck
party.
you. You know what?
A lot of us are talking about.
No,
You might have
my-
to listen to
my
this part
chick
twice.
now-
There's 2 different conversations
under the
happening at the same
gazebo.
time. But
The second wife
My
does an
experience
Irish
was
chick
horrible.
on it every night.
How'd you know she was Irish? Fuck you, Dorkin.
Because it's a Staten
Fuck you,
Island.
Dorkin.
It's a 50-50, Irish or Italian, right? Or
I am seriously gonna find your address and send you a fucking Nazi
drive me to
propaganda.
my house. You can kill me there. I don't care.
That
I wanna get
works.
up in the morning.
No, seriously.
Where is this gone? You were talking, he was talking. So basically, his first wife is buried under the gazebo he's building right now, like
Yes.
Glenn Ford in this movie.
That's right.
And his second wife does an Irish jig. She does clog dancing on the gazebo.
oh,
every
she does
day.
more than
No,
that.
that's Dutch clog dancing.
I'm sorry. She does line dancing with imaginary friends. She has like Trisha Yarwood in her mind is next to it.
I am curious though. Writing
Chris, I'm insane.
Thank you.
Most of the television
I love
writing
that.
is
Okay.
that with your wife.
Yeah, we do all the. It's funny. I don't really
No, because
think
I'm
of
curious
myself
about
as
that.
doing TV work.
Are
we
you
kind of just
are you-
send it out?
What do you mean? Don't think you did
Don't,
Superman?
calm down.
Superman the animated series, Yo Gabba Gabba, Space Goes Coast to Coast, Batman Beyond.
What is this, Jeopardy?
Shinjan. No, but Shinjan, you did.
Shin-Chan was a disaster. Holy shit.
But seriously, you did television work.
We've done, you know, but
You
it's
don't
funny.
think yourself? You did a
No.
lot of
But do
television
people-
No,
work.
in all seriousness, I never ever put I never say to somebody if I'm filling out a form for professional reasons, I never put television or animation writer or anything.
You're out of your
I
fucking
don't-
mind.
I am out of my fucking mind.
Did you win a Harvey for that?
No, you don't win a Harvey. You're drunk. You don't win a Harvey. First of all, Harvey,
Oh no, Harvey's a guy.
a Harvey is an obscure comic book award.
Harvey's Comics.
that,
I'm
like,
sorry.
it's comic. We were nominated for an animation award, but it's like that's.
That's just it. Yeah, you
That's a
guys
small
were
thing.
nominated for
Yeah,
animation.
it was good. We,
My-
you know,
So
My
wait, so
question
why
is-
they
wouldn't you
drugged
put
me.
that down?
They took me to Los
Like you're out of
Angeles
your
for that. It was
mind.
hilarious.
Why wouldn't you
'Cause I
put
hate
that
flying,
down or
so
something?
They woke, my wife wakes me up and goes, 2000 or something. 2000. She goes, I go, what's the matter? What happened? I figure, if you wake me up early, I figure there's a fire or there's like, robots or something have broken into the house. It's one of those, class of.
Oh, that's what we're
robot
gonna wake you up
teachers.
for,
No,
robots.
well, back then, before I had my daughter, before we had our daughter, if you woke me up before 12, I figured there was like, the end of the earth. Let's have a kiss before we blow up,
Right.
Kiss me, the end. And no, seriously, it's like, why else would you get up early unless like
Such
I don't
an
know,
optimist.
Chow Yun Fat showed up to have dinner, or say hi. Oh, Chow Yun Fat's here. That's worth getting up for. I like Chow Yun Fat. He's a good guy.
Dinner in the morning.
Dinner in the morning, dinner in the evening.
Dinner at supper time.
I don't know what time China is on. It's a whole other country.
Okay.
It's on Chinese time. They work 24/7 on
No,
our
they're
toys.
backwards.
They're
I'm
making
with you
they're
on
making
that.
Tokidokis right now for us.
Yes.
That's true. Crushed under the wheels.
Tokidokis.
It's like a KMFDM video happening in China right now. Crushing the workers so they can make little red skulls that are cute going, hi, I'm a Nazi. I said Nazi 8 times tonight. More than cunt was said. And,
Yeah, you definitely won the award.
But my wife took me to, we went to LA. I said, I can't, what are we doing? She goes, we're going to the airport. I said, why? We're going to the awards show. Because I hated flying then. I wouldn't fly.
Wait,
And
why?
She popped a pill in my, because I went nuts. It was the first time I did it. Oh, yeah.
I like flying. It's an adventure.
No, I
You
freaked
get
the
wings.
fuck out. I had bad
Guys are
experiences.
figs. It's such a.
But you
it's
go
flying.
on the teacup ride on hallucinogenics. You're a nut job.
That's true.
You're a maniac. You're
I'm with you. Flying
There's a
is
file on you.
terrifying.
There's a file
Terrifying.
on you, and it says Derango.
I
Derango kid. That's-
I went to.
I hate flying. I used to love it, but
I went to the Cayman Islands with a couple friends of mine like years ago.
yeah.
And the plane was making this awful noise, and the pilot came on. I swear to God, he goes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some warning lights here. Not quite sure what's going on, but much like your computers at home, sometimes these systems act up. So we're going to just shut down and restart, and hopefully it goes away. And I was like, what the fuck is...
Yeah,
are you
it's like-
serious? And he shut the
When was
plane
this?
off.
Was this like recent? I mean,
This was
it's
6
like,
years ago.
Dude, Google engine failure.
He
You know what I mean?
it gets worse. He turned...
Skype with Captain Happy and find out what's wrong with your plane.
He turned the plane off. He turned it on again.
What do you mean he turned the plane off?
Everything went off.
Like you can move into something and the plane is turned off? You're not supposed to turn off a plane.
All I wanted to happen, I just
Oh shit! What? I turned the
All right,
plane.
wait. I'm turning it off. It's gonna be okay.
I can turn it back on, but
what I wanted to hear was like, "Hey, it didn't work. Everybody get the fuck off. We're gonna get another plane." Instead, he goes,
wait, you were on the ground?
I'm in the plane on the ground."
Story's less interesting,
No.
right? Didn't everybody say?
No.
Everybody was seeing it in the sky, right? And now it's on the ground. It's like
I'll win you over. He shuts it off. He turns it on. And he goes,
Aristotle says no drama.
"Listen to me." He goes, "Everybody."
I like
makes-
that. I got to keep that one.
That's a winner.
Aristotle. I don't know how to spell Aristotle.
But he makes an
Keep that in
announcement.
your
And he goes,
pocket.
"Hey, everybody, it worked."
we're
Like,
off.
buckle up, we're off.
Yeah.
And we take off, and the noise comes back immediately the second we go airborne. It's like it was this weird like awful fucking mechanical noise.
That was good.
And instead of the captain talking again, thank you. Instead
No,
of
it's
the,
true. I mean,
Instead of the captain talking again, they started playing like smooth jazz, which has never happened on any fucking flight I've ever been on. Like if you're about to die, they're gonna play like
Fly
EMG.
me to the danger zone.
I thought I was gonna fucking. I
Why
thought I
did
was
you
gonna
put your kid in
fucking
that school?
die.
I mean, that's maniac school, really.
It's because
The
they're
Top Gun
playing
school?
Kenny Loggins. You kidding me?
Kenny Loggins isn't human. Why would you put it?
Kenny Loggins is a god
a
amongst
pod
men. Are
person.
you kidding me?
Kenny Loggins sucks.
Kenny
I don't have a
Loggins-
joke for that. He just sucks.
Kenny fucking
with
Kenny
everything.
Loggins. Okay.
He's the worst everything.
Caddyshack soundtrack.
Fuck it.
Yes, I'll take
Fuck it. No.
No.
Fuck it.
What? That
Just
Winnie
'cause
the
you
Pooh
dream of
song?
putting your hand
That
up a
fucking
fucking-
Winnie the Pooh
come
song?
on.
Are you out of your mind? That fucking Winnie the Pooh song?
Fuck you. Fuck you. Go watch it Too Close for Comfort. That's got a puppet.
You leave Jim J. Bullock out of this.
He's an exuberant fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, I agree.
Yes, yes.
He's too happy to
We can
live.
all agree.
I hate. Come on, you really like Kenny Loggins? How do you think about
Kenny fucking
How do you think
Loggins.
about Messina,
Daniel's son.
the guy he fucked over to become Kenny Loggins?
Yeah, I
was
got
Loggins
my
and
issues with
Messina.
I know.
Exactly.
I got my issues with that.
Exactly.
All
Loggins
right.
and Messina, maybe.
You know
But
what?
when you see it-
you know what,
when you
Evan?
see-
I will concede on
You're
that.
looking at me a little. Yeah.
Oh, it gets.
I feel like the catfish at the Asian market right now. You're staring at me.
As you
You know
should.
the one with the tank with all the dead stuff in it.
The shark.
Eat me, I'm
listen,
the survivor.
listen. The shark fin's the most expensive thing you'll find there. So don't worry about
So,
the catfish.
You ate stuff from the Asian market on this
I eat stuff from
podcast.
the Asian market. I love it.
Chris ate salted hard-boiled eggs on this podcast.
duck eggs.
Duck
this guy
eggs.
gave
I
me
don't like
duck
that.
eggs for Christmas.
I don't like
I got a bunch if you want any.
Yeah, they're good for a
No,
couple
that's
years
yeah,
if you
know,
want
I-
one.
No, I don't want. I don't. That's like
Some salted
hot
Give me a
jellyfish
bunch
if
of
you're
duck
interested.
eggs
It's
for
like, hey,
Christmas.
look, Merry Christmas. Here's a hot box of cancer.
I do. It's so weird asking you serious questions at this point.
I
It's
know,
so weird.
I'm an idiot. I'm a child.
But I'm so curious about the Space Ghost Coast to Coast process because I don't know anything about it. Because you've got
Can
somebody.
you walk us through that? Like writing a.
Oh,
I can't walk myself through anything. Do you have a specific
like-
question that I
well,
can
yeah,
answer?
No,
the
walk us
specific
through
question
like
is, like-
writing Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
Because
like what?
How much was improvised? Because you have a guest, and I would imagine that in the beginning, the guests weren't fully aware of what the fuck was
that was
happening.
the best.
And
That
that's hilarious. Like when you see Charlton Heston on Space Ghost Coast to Coast, fully unaware of what the fuck it is. What was
I
his
don't know.
point of view?
Bobcat is my
He was great on that.
singly, the
Well, here's
best.
the thing. Bobcat
on
got
that.
it, obviously. We worked on, I think, an episode. We worked on the second episode with him, which was like the anniversary. So the problem with the show was when people figured out what was going on. Because everybody either tried to be funny.
Right.
And sometimes
Yeah, you have
they
a
were.
very limited
But a lot of
space
people would
before
also be
people
very,
figure
very
it
tight,
out.
But like, and some people just had no.
But
Paul
what was-
Westerberg. Paul Westerberg did the show and he walked off and he wouldn't sign the.
Really?
Yeah. They interviewed Westerberg and I think one other guy from the Replacements and the replacement, the guy who was filling in for. Actually, I think Westerberg might have been doing his solo stuff, also called the "Nobody Gives a Shit. Why don't you start drinking again?" part of this, and I don't really want anybody to become such a drunk that they become interesting, but he needed something. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I don't know, monkey glands, maybe some monkey glands or some kind of like reptile infusion, something from.
Wait,
a
do you
70s
know a guy you get
eco
monkey
movie.
glands from?
You get them from a monkey.
I'm so into that.
Go get a monkey.
All right.
I don't know how to help you other than that.
But
if
as
you
a-
want monkey glands, you really have to start with a monkey. Okay? It's biology.
As
All
a
right, I'm
writer,
trying.
what happened first? Did the guest actually record an interview first?
As quick as I can put it, and as seriously as I can put it, they would do interviews with whoever the hell at first. I mean, it was. You know, really,
It's amazing the
whoever
variety
hell
of
they could
talent
get.
that they had,
It was
yeah.
a lot of C-listers, B-listers, but shit, C-listers and B-listers are more than I'll ever be. So I never really made fun of them that way. If they acted like assholes, we would go after them. If they wanted to promote something that they were doing, we would not let them promote it. If they had, here's my book, well, we're cutting that. The reason we got hired from Space Ghost was from the Milk and Cheese comics that I did. Mike Lazo, who was the program
Really?
vice
Wait, that
president.
came from Milk and Cheese? No shit.
What did I just say? Honestly. I used English. I put it in the simplest monosyllabic words that I could. Okay. We, my wife and I, obtained I don't know what that is, a gerund? I don't know what the fuck that is. Job, employment, on Space Ghost, fictional character, TV show. Mike Lazo, somebody had given Mike Lazo a copy of the Fun with Milk and Cheese book, and at the time that he got it, they only had recorded like maybe a handful of episodes, 6 or 7. They didn't quite know exactly what they wanted to do with some of the characters, mainly Moltar and Zorak, who were my favorite characters to write, actually.
Yeah.
Moltar you really didn't write. Moltar you just kind of included. Like, you'd realize it's, you know, like when you go to, like you bring like your friend who has terrible social skills to a party, and you're like, oh, I really like this girl, or it's fun talking to this guy. Oh shit, right, it's been about 6 minutes since morons had anything to do. Let's bring my backwards glue sniffing soon to die, you know. And Moltar was really good for just kind of, I don't know what he was good for. He was really weird. Our first script, we had him throw up in his helmet, which is not really great writing, but they used it, so it must have been something. You know, he pukes in his helmet and he watches Chips or something like that. The earlier episodes were a lot of fun because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and I still have all the handwritten notes Mike Lazo sent me in purple ink. I don't know where you get, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is like a major corporation. He's sending me like little funny things that practically have the eye is a heart on the eye. And all the rules for Space Ghost was on this one typed piece of paper, but he wrote all over it basically going, not really. So it'd be like, you know, the humor is this and that, except when it isn't. And the this and that, but maybe not.
That's amazing,
Non-sequiturs
though.
are good, except when they're not. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm working on the script and basically going, I do not know what to do with this thing. And we had only seen the show like once or twice. I thought it was going to be, you know, you read on the internet now, they can't surprise you with anything. And the internet was starting up that it was crying. And I read the new show, Space Ghost is going to interview people. What the fuck is this? And are they so out of ideas? I remember thinking, are they so out of ideas that they're going to have Space Ghost?
Wait, because you're going back to the old, like,
This
Alex
is
Toth,
1990.
like...
Well, I knew what it was, but I'm like, this is just, they don't know what to do anymore. I didn't know how bad TV was going to get. You know, that it was just... No, it's true. It's like, I didn't know that TV was going to be like, well, we're going to show 5 horrible people, you know, talking to each other for an hour. It's like, why would, the average person works for a living, right? And or doesn't, or whatever the fuck they do. And let's say you go to work and you go, oh my God, I'm at work and there's nothing but assholes here. And everybody's thinking the same thing. It's like, you know, Garfield or whatever those shit is. What's that strip about the Garfield that goes to work and acts like Garfield? The guy. He's not, you know, it's as funny as Garfield, but he's a human.
Dilbert? Yeah.
Dilbert's Garfield in a fucking job, right?
We're just talking about
Computers
speed
are,
bump.
you know,
We were
people are
talking about
dumb.
speed bump.
We're talking about Speed Bump, yeah. I mean, the best thing to come out of Garfield was
It's on page 1 of the Advance, right?
Are
you a fan
Far
of,
Side left? We're big fans of Far Side. Gary
Good for
Larson's.
you.
Thank you.
Hooray. I think
No, but seriously,
Gary Larson would
no.
be very happy to know
No,
that.
but seriously, like,
Okay.
in terms of one-panel jokes, Gary Larson, no, he did a good job in one-panel jokes.
Oh, fuck-
it's hard to
fuck
write
you.
a one-panel. Oh, one-panel, fuck me.
Fuck you, Chris.
No, fuck me.
Marmaduke.
Evan, a one-panel joke.
Marmaduke.
Marmaduke was at least 3 or 4 panels.
Marmaduke.
A one-panel
Marmaduke
joke?
is Fred Bassett. That's 4 panels.
All
Marmaduke,
right.
1 panel. Heathcliff.
No, I don't know. Wait, fuck Heathcliff.
You fuck Heathcliff.
That doesn't even enter this
I don't
equation.
wanna fuck Heathcliff.
Not in this Thunderdome. I'll fuck Heathcliff
Have
with
a
your
good time.
dick.
You'll fuck Heathcliff? I don't
With
know where
his
this
dick.
I don't know where this is going.
No, seriously.
Your father-in-law is now Heathcliff's dad?
I'll suck his dick too. I don't give a fuck. No, seriously.
Now,
But
first
you
of all,
don't- you don't like-
Do you know what a
you
cat's
don't-
dick is like? They have spines.
I've seen their dicks.
They
Yeah,
have spines.
spines.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
So that explains the sores around
Not
your
like the
mouth.
dog dick with the knot.
Yeah, are you anti-Far Side?
No, I love the Far Side.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was saying though.
But he's saying it's better than Marmaduke.
Yes, it's
And I
way
think
better than
The
Marmaduke.
Adventures of a Funny Big Dog is just It's funny. He's a big dog. He's hard
Yeah,
to get
but-
into cars.
but
He's a
Cli-
big-
Whoa. I'll take Clifford.
Clifford's so much bigger.
I'll take Clifford when I want big dogs. I'll take a big red dog, thank you.
Oh, Clifford's the biggest.
Thank you, Evan.
Chris.
Thank you.
Chris, when you're done, here's the thing. Clifford is a series of children's books. It's a very different thing. It's not fair to compare them. Please stop.
I'm just saying within the context,
What context?
of large dogs,
No.
the large dog
Absolutely
context.
not. No, not fair. Not fair. Why don't you bring in Lockjaw?
Lockjaw? Why would I bring Lockjaw into
Because
this?
you're an idiot who brings in Clifford the Big Red Dog, so you bring in anything. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's all for jokes. Jokes. No, Clifford is a series of children's books, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't know what we were
I
talking
agree.
about before.
Holy shit.
Space Ghost was
I asked you about space.
Space
You
Ghost
realize,
was here real quick.
did you ever think that a Space Ghost question would end with Clifford?
I absolutely yes, I did. The gypsy woman told me so. The thing with Space Ghost was originally what was really interesting about it was there were no rules. You got a videotape.
So you
They
got
sent
the
you 2 videotapes.
You got the interview first?
Yeah, they send you Danny Bonaducci, which is fucking awful.
Yeah, it was great.
Can you imagine opening that package?
Oh, yes.
He was great on it. It's awful, but he was good
What
on
an
it.
ass. I mean, it was just like, oh, God. He was in his worse than ever phase. You know, like Ruben Kincaid wasn't talking to him.
So who else did you? I mean, you
We
did a
got
bunch
Branford
of.
Marsalis, and for some reason we always called him Branford the Branford. And I don't know.
Wait, Branford the Branford.
That's how genius / terrible. Because there was a typo in our script, and we liked the way it sounded, and so Branford the Branford, and that got in. They kept it. Branford the Branford. It's not necessarily funny, but it's different than the way they say. Right, I don't know. The Wire? Right? Do they go around saying heroin dealer, the heroin dealer for last? No, they don't. They don't have that. They don't have that drive. They don't have that go. They don't have that go for it. Right? The Wire's bullshit.
Get up and
the Wire's
go.
bullshit. It doesn't have it. Right? It would never say a character's name twice in a row.
So you'd get
Bad television.
You were getting tapes
never watched an episode,
of the
I'm not gonna
interviews.
lie.
How long were the interviews?
Some of them went for about as long as this, and some of them.
Nothing has gone on as long as this. You're lying,
Here's
my
how fast-
friend.
Peter Scolari, start your jokes. Peter Scolari walked off. He did about 20 seconds because one of the PAs didn't know who he was, and he said, "Marr." He was at the Aspen Comedy Central, Comedy Festival. That's a
Yeah.
The Scolari brothers?
no, Peter Scolari from
Sorry. That was a Ghostbusters 2
Peter
reference.
Scolari from what?
Bosom buddies.
Thank you.
Oh, he was the other guy? I was making a Ghostbusters 2
And
reference.
Honey, I Shrunk the Paycheck. He was on the TV series, I think, or something of that.
No shit,
No, I
really?
don't know. Was he?
Really?
Thanks, Ed.
Okay.
What, the Wayne Zelinsky character?
No, the Rick Moranis character.
The
Yeah,
Rick
that's
Moranis
Wayne
character
Zelinsky.
on the TV. Okay.
Really?
You would know
That's
that.
so gay.
No, it's not. It's totally
Super gay.
heterosexual.
All about cocks.
It's totally.
I'm gonna shrink your cock for your family.
It's
It was that's what
totally
it was all
this,
about.
in the
No,
manner
it's
that the
no,
Republicans
it's
like
not.
it.
You're wrong.
With the lights off and masks on.
No, I'm gonna shrink your cock for your whole family.
You obviously see things in a different way than other people.
That's.
But
you might be
back to
right.
my amazing career, which ended 20 minutes ago. Initially they gave us videotapes and said, have a good time. Seriously, they would just
Yeah.
give you videotapes and then you watch them and it was like it was the way I used to describe it. It was William Burroughs' method, except without the heroin, the gay sex, or the shooting your wife in the brains, which they probably
I'm all
would
for
have
the
done
wife.
on the show.
I'm all for the
but
wife
it just
stuff.
never came up. And you'd get these interviews and they would say something and you'd go, I don't want him to say that. I don't want to use that. And then we'd say, how about we take this what they said at minute 7, 50 seconds. We put that, you just chopped it up and you played it out the way that you wanted it to play out in the finished script.
That's
Whatever
cool,
you
yeah.
wanted to write in between the interview segments that you would patch in. And in the first year, you could put in anything that the Turner Library owned. So
And-
you'd throw in a scene from Ultra 7, the Japanese
Yeah.
superhero show. You'd ask for a montage of women just doing
Wait, did
the girly show. We just said
Turner
we want
owns
20 seconds of
just
women.
tons of shit.
Oh, I hate to tell you, yeah, they own tons of shit.
And literally
Disney
like
owns tons of shit
and
too,
not
and
just-
the government hates you.
and some of this was literally over interviews, right? I mean, you'd hear
Yeah, and, well,
somebody be interviewed by Space Ghost,
Yes.
and then it
which
would
was
kind of become
a
background.
producer on the show pretending to be Space Ghost at first, and in fact, a couple of times they had a guy dressed up in the Space Ghost
I
costume,
was
which
wondering.
really didn't seem to go over well with human beings. Because they kind of like, I've been in movies my whole life, and now there's this schlub in
Yeah.
a rapist outfit. And
Because they used
I
to do
don't
those
want
little.
to be here.
They used
I
to
want
do the little
go,
promos
you know what I mean?
with the guy running around in the costume, and it was
I would
like
like
a creepy
to eat
costume.
scissors like the deputy in the
Yeah.
dead zone right now. Mom's calling, gotta go home. And it's okay. It's okay. He won,
God damn, Dorkin.
it's okay. He won that Sebado 7-inch auction on eBay. He's a happy dude.
fucking dude.
But were you ever present
Holy
for
shit.
the interview?
No. We were supposed to be, but we got there late. So we had it. We asked.
Where were they? You were doing it in, like,
it was
LA or
Emerald
something?
Lagasse. Before he was
Really?
a monster who ate children. And he was just a regular guy. Then he could eat children. You know.
That's cool because I mean
He was awesome. We met him afterwards, and he was totally terrific. And then he turned into a monster that ate children.
I just
and could, you know.
I love that show, and I literally like while I was watching it, wondering like how is this put together?
It's
Because it
just-
seems like part of it is written, part of it is improvised.
Yeah.
It's-
Well,
it
the
was
thing is,
so-
you are. It's scripted, but the interviews are what they are. Now, sometimes. Eventually, people got to know what was going on. Lots of record companies were trying to get their musicians on the show.
Yeah.
It was the show was never a huge hit, but it was very hip, for lack of a better word. It was getting written up a lot. It was getting nominated for things. People were watching it. The right people were watching it. No Croatians, that sort of thing.
Who controlled the interviews? Was it the voice of Space Ghost?
It was Jesus Christ, our Lord, Savior, and God. He controls everything. And he knows all, sees all.
But
He is wise, he is kind.
was that put on?
What?
Were we actually those
The
interviews?
interviews were done like dead. They were asking people about what they were
But
working
who was
on.
it?
what
Was
they
it the
thought.
voice of Space Ghost, or was it somebody?
Sometimes George Lowry, I think his name was later on. He did some of the interviews, but they would whatever the hell they were done. The person was doing the interview sometimes in New York, in Atlanta, and the other person was in another
Wow,
state. I
yeah.
mean, they would
So
just
they're so cut up,
And
yeah.
you got people who did not care or know. Carol Channing was awesome. You'd think Carol Channing would be sitting there going, "Look, I'm scheduling my death. I gotta go." You know what I mean? And my brain was eaten years ago by apathy and time. I've got to die. And then you got people like Alice Cooper, who you would expect to be really like, you know, kind of kooky and nutty. I hate those words. You can leave. It's okay. And take care.
Goodbye, cousin Kyle and friends.
Alice Cooper was really like kind of serious and boring, and then we cut him down to about 4 lines. We just didn't have anything for him to do.
He has some
seemed nice.
some memorable shit on there.
But we just decided the joke was that Space Ghost was going to try to date him because he didn't know he was a girl. He thought he was a girl. And he had gotten dating. And then here's the thing. It was an interview. It was Fran Drescher, that show. That was our second script. Fran Drescher. And every time she laughed, we asked for the sound of babies crying and dogs barking. Which was my favorite thing in the script. So Fran Drescher would go, and then we'd have sound effects of babies screaming and crying. And she basically, Space Ghost falls in love with her. And, you know, that's not in the interview.
Yeah.
We just decided we'll have all girls. And we asked for 3. We looked at the list of interviews, and that's just the idea that hit us.
That's cool.
And then we went with it from there. And yeah, you're improvising. And then the voice actors will throw shit in. Sometimes they'll keep that. And sometimes they'll say, we can't do so-and-so. We had one episode that totally horrible. It just did not work. The end of the episode was supposed to be this musical thing with the group Stomp and Laurie Anderson music. It was supposed to be a nod to Oh Superman. It was supposed to be a nod to art performance crap. And it was supposed to be this complete sound effects driven musical thing, and they couldn't get it to work. The episode was then given over to other writers, like 6 people worked on it. It's not a great episode. You just don't know. Episodes that you think are going terrible turn out fantastic. But they were great. They trusted the writers, all their writers, and they would really go with what you did. And the show was so bizarre at the beginning. It was so unlike show business as I have any indication of what it's like, because I don't have a manager or an agent. My wife and I have never pursued this work. Whatever came down the pipeline was what we did. But we did a script, I think it was Girly Show, that second one with Fran Drescher. It came in at like 14 minutes. It was an 11-minute show for a 15-minute slot. And it was 14 minutes or something, and Mike Lazo and Keith Crawford, the producers, they were just like, screw it. We'll run it at 14 minutes. Then we did an 18-minute episode. They didn't cut it. They went, we'll run
That's
it.
cool.
Then we did a
Yeah.
half-hour episode. It
Really?
probably should have been cut down, but, they let them run.
That's cool.
That's
Got it
nuts.
going. Yeah,
Then the
that's
Adult
great.
Swim became a real thing. Well, not exactly. And then it was like, the network was kind of like, you got to stop doing that. because they didn't know what to slot
They
in.
needed
But that
to
was amazing.
figure it
I mean,
out.
it was really like just whatever the hell.
That's cool.
They
I
did
mean,
episodes where a
it's-
guy, I mean, you saw the show. They had a Canadian
Yeah.
storyteller talking for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We tried to get when Paul Westerberg from The Replacements walked off, he got really fucking angry.
What set him off exactly? Though?
The insects in his brain or something, his unhappiness with himself.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
sure.
I don't know, Minnesota. But he started getting really angry. First of all, he had a cold, and he obviously didn't want to be there. And I understand that. Nobody really wants to find themselves with a cold sitting there talking to a fake superhero about Tommy Stinson's whatever the fuck, you know. So how's Bob Stinson? How's he doing these things? Whoa. So he starts doing this, low. He just starts getting this Leonard Cohen bullshit going or whatever the fuck. Thank you. Two near suicides in the back. I'm laughing. And he basically goes, I'm not going to answer that. He says, I'm not going to answer this. And then finally he just goes, I've had enough of this shit. And he takes off his mic and throws it down and he walks off.
Wow.
And one of the guys who was in his band at the time jumps down and I was like, they sent us the interview and I was like, can we have this interview just run without any cuts, just bleep when he curses. And every time he says this nasty stuff, we just cut back to Zorak and Moltar and Space Ghost, and they're just really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
they're just like,
yeah.
the kid in the back seat when the parents are fighting, and they're just like, you hear the little buzzing insect noises and all that, and they're just like, and then finally he walks off, and you sit there for about 40 seconds and cut to commercial. You see the feed and everything go out, and you come back from commercial, and they're just standing there. And they're looking at the screen, nothing.
That's
It's
beautiful.
just a chair.
Yeah.
And it would be another 7 minutes of them just...
Oh, God.
No, because
Yeah.
the show was all about pushing it.
Yes. Yeah.
To the point where the Adult Swim became anti-joke, if you know what I mean. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of stuff became
Yeah.
anti-joke. And they would just look at each other, and then the credits run. And I thought it would be really hard to watch, but kind of neat. And I also thought it would be the kind of thing Mike Lazar would really like. And he said, I would go, he was into it, but he never signed. That doesn't mean they would have done it. He never signed the release. And then I had my horrible, why don't we try to get the other replacements? And then we could show Bob Stinson's grave. We could have Space Ghost say, are you getting enough oxygen?
Holy shit.
You see the
That's beautiful.
grave.
The kids in the back seat.
That would've been
I realized that was
amazing.
not nice.
No,
I
but
know that,
would have
but-
been fucking
but-
amazing.
No,
But
it
that
would've- it
analogy
would've not been
of-
nice.
of
I would
the-
put a fake name on that.
Fuck
kids in the
nice.
back
Wait,
seat,
wait,
like, I
what would be
completely
the
get
alternate
that.
name? What would be your fake name?
Van Dorkin. Nobody would know who I was. I don't know. We didn't look at it that far,
people. What?
Well, that was the first part of our episode with Evan Dorkin.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother part coming out next week.
Exactly. That's
And-
why we're going to keep this short right here. Just
Yeah, just,
Too much.
again, superliveadventure.com. Check it out, follow us, and we'll be back in a week with the rest of the Evan Dorkin interview.
fit away, shit it. 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 Fit away, shit it.